Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Clarence Seedorf, he's a leader, he's a schemer, a controller, he's certainly a winner, he's all of those things, and he's much, much more.
I'll take it a step further, he's a serial winner on the European scene. In fact, it's that pedigree which I see as his greatest quality. He knows exactly what it takes to be a match winner.
Real chance! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now he's off and running. Messi. Good driving run. He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that is as far as they're going to go. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Azar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Seedorf. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the shot! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
De Bruyne. And here's Drogba. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's got away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Azar. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Azar. Kirkchu. Saliba. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he welcomes it in. And we have our very first corner. And this is Nedved. It's going to be another corner, I think. It's their second corner of the game. Decent chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. Baresi. And Cucurella. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Drogba. Cucurella. Makelele. Pass somewhat off target. Dembele. Baresi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. De Bruyne. Look at the space here. Terrific header. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Hazard is offering a right smile there.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Drogba. Hazard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Hoisted. A header! Oh, taken with style. With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Well, that pass isn't the best. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Well, it can be a real threat inside the box. Makelele. Deep into stoppage time. And here's Drogba. Picked out brilliantly. And it's Makelele. Looking tidy in possession here. And he's heaved it away. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Caceres cuts it out. Kochu. Great defending, strong and determined. Dembele. Oh, good spread. He has found the way through. Aimed beyond the defence. Dembele. Oh, that was vital. Cucurella. Drogba is onto it in a flash. Makelele is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, nice touch. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! Two Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Drogba really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to...
Messi! It is a fantastic goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the lead is extended still further. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Has a look and plays it forward. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
So, what can they make of this? Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. Gnabry. Azar. Distributed tidily. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. And here's Owen. Seedorf. 75 minutes played. Can he get on the end of this? Makaleli. Gnabry. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the...
And he shoots! They've scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Owen. And it's Kukçu. And it's Kukçu. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the left flank. Hangs in a cross. Maldini can get it clear. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi carries the ball down the right. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nedved. Messi. Cross goes in there. And he was alert to it. Cucurella. Kukçu. Hazard. Hazard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Hazard. And here's Owen. And Owen! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cleared away.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Yaya Toure has been booked, just to confirm for that. He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the referee brings it to a close. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living proof of the benefits of keeping it simple, Peter. He's there to win the ball, and once he does that, he's just going to play it short and stick to his position a little deeper in midfield.
Which all sounds very easy, but it's brought him one mighty pile of success down the years.
And it works a treat.
Chance! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Drogba. And now a sudden chance to counter. He is through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, can he get onto this? That is good alertness. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, super ball! So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well read, nice interception. That's good running with the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Drogba. Aimed beyond the defence. De Bruyne. There's the shot! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So that's two. Oh, what's he done? Gnabry is looking to influence the game from out wide. Hazard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a good... And Owen! Gnabry. And this is Owen. Owen! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Knocks it out wide. Now this could be a chance. Tries the cross. Cleared without hesitation. He's having a shot! They've scored! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Hazard. Now it's Gnabry. He has found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. De Bruyne. Can he get on the end of this? That's been cut out, well played. Messi. Cucurella calmly anticipates. De Bruyne. And he's hit it long. Now he's off and running. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. He gets big! Just off target.
Owen certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Owen. Hazard is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. That has been cut short. Knocks it into space. Oh, this is a great position. Drogba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rijkaard. Threads one in. Big chance! It's fallen kindly here, and it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest.
And the first half is done. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And this is Drogba. Oh, no joy this time. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Saliba. And it's Hazard. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. This is De Bruyne. Asensio. Now it's De Bruyne. And that's been one straight. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Owen. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Asensio has it in a wide position. Messi. Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Baresi getting this one clear. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Messi. De Bruyne. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Cucurella wins the duel this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is De Bruyne. Now it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Nesta. And here's the chance to counter. Drogba. Drogba. Picked out, shapes to shoot! Oh, taken with style! And they get themselves in front! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Numero 20. Drogba! Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20. Drogba.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
14.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Cambio di giocatori.
Tries to pass it through. He's being urged to shoot. Great chance! Corner number 2 then. Musiala getting this one clear. And the shot! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
This looks promising. Saliba, and the pass is intercepted. Look at the... Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Looking to go deep. Kukçu. Gattuso. And he will... Chance! Goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
We have got ourselves a game here. And the finish! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Xavi Alonso. Saliba gets over and intercepts. I think we're just about done here. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And he's had it nicked away. Tries to play it through. Kukçu. And it's Xavi Alonso. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Xavi Alonso. And it's Cucurella. And the shot! In for the pieces! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
2 up and very little time left. Surely this... And that will be the final act. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
And it's Drogba. Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Azar. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Serginho. Now it's De Bruyne. Well, that has not gone well. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Big chance! Baresi. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Hazard. Just eases him off the ball. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Lovely bit of skill. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it? Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Short changes him with that pass. And Messi! De Bruyne. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. Mbappe!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Drogba. Makaleli is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, that's been intercepted. Ødegaard. Howson. Passing is crisp and sharp. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, super ball! Azar. De Bruyne. Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. Now Ødegaard. Vardiol. And it's Ødegaard. Doku has it in a wide position.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Drogba. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Yamal. Now he's got space here. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Azar. Vardiol makes the interception. Yamal. Soboslai does well to get it back. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Mbappe. That is Mbappe! Serginho. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're just settling back into this second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's been given away. Nesta. And it's Soboslai. Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal puts his foot on the gas. Searching pass he's played there. James. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Gnabry was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that should get the job done. Knocks it into space. Gnabry, up he goes! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And finally, he has breathed life into the game. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
He's having a go! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Caceres. Looking to play him in. Just the goal, and the shot!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break will...
Can he finish? Now that is commitment to the cause.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
14. Lasciano il campo per il numero
Last-ditch
15.
defending, but that'll
Il
do.
numero 18. Owen.
And now
Cambio
a
di
sudden
giocatore.
chance to counter. Now it's Kökçü. He's shifting through the gears here. Brilliantly cut out. And he thumps it clear. And it's Soboslai. Is there any support? Shoots! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Hazard, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's James. And he cuts out the supply. Serginho. Van de Ven spots it and intercepts. That's an imaginative pass. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Oh, that's brilliant from him, because he was so quick to read it.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Serginho looking to get on the end of this. Szoboszlai. Makaleli. Van de Ven gets a foot in here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Distributed tidily. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Now, can they get him away? Gnabry. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, this is surely their last chance. Incoming delivery. Punched away. Quality ball. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Caceres. Makaleli is the team's great visionary. Baresi.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
It's Makaleli. Foot in. James. And it's Rijkaard. And Yamal. Great vision. Yamal. Ambitious ball here. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when...
Drogba! And that's caused a worry or two.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Van Basten. Oh, it's a nice idea, but it's Hazard! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold goes for a shot! Corner number 2 then. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance. Great chance! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
He's had it taken off him. And this is Drogba. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Goulart has it out wide and in space. And he gets rid in a hurry. Drogba. For De Bruyne. Out to the right. Makalele with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, that was no routine save.
Alexander-Arnold clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Gnabry is one whose deliveries we all know about. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Nice interception, well timed. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Looking for a runner. And it's De Bruyne. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. Crossed. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Still goalless. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Alexander-Arnold. Upamecano. Now it's Drogba. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, beautifully. Real chance! And he's done it! first blood drawn.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Can he get it through? That looks a crack. Van Basten! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And the finish! Now, can they get it back? Caceres does really well to win the ball there. Caceres making good progress on the right-hand side. Goulet. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he's been shifted off it. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Gnabry, he has found the way through. Here it is, crossed in. Van Basten. Knocks it into space. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now that looks a decent... Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Tries to play it through. And it's Kukçu. And this is Van Basten. De Bruyne.
Ci
Gnabry
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
caresses it through. Saliba wins the duel this time. Oh, he's been caught now. It's Van Basten! Oh, it's hit the post. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So your views on the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with...
Van Basten! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's Asa! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Baresi. It's a pretty loose pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Pickford claims comfortable. De Bruyne. No, again there's no way through. Hazard. Raul. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into the box.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Oh, terrible pass. Now there's a fine ball. And he's straight offside. And it's Drogba.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And no surprise, that's a booking. Not the most accurate pass. Makaleli.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Gnabry. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Danger averted for now. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, that's Szoboszlai! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Numero 14. Lasciano il campo per il numero
Makaleli.
18. Owen.
Great
Il
vision.
numero 22. Il numero 15.
Pass is just off target. Kukçu. Oh, good spread. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Quality ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Spread it left. Now it's Van Basten. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well, they've got it again.
Well, you don't get much time on the ball, even in these areas.
Threads one in. Szoboszlai. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! He has done it! Back to within one! Interesting! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Hazard. A heavy challenge. And he's gone direct here. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Torres. He's picked his way through. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Van Basten. Szoboszlai. Looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 21, numero 11. Lasciano il
And it's
campo per
Kukçu.
il numero 19.
I thought it was going to happen then.
Il numero
How many
27.
more chances
Cambio
can
di
they
giocatore.
realistically expect now?
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, well played, well played. Kane. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Kane. Kane is on his own. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Oh, the protests are futile. The decision is made. Late, late drama. The chance to pull further clear. You like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact.
And that is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kalidou Koulibaly. It's easy to just focus on the physical side of his game, Peter, because he's so powerful and quick, making it basically impossible for a forward to get the better of him in a one-on-one situation. But there's more to his game. He reads the play extremely well and rarely gets caught out of position.
Szoboszlai! Goes long and straight. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. He's tried one! Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Quality ball. And the counter is on. Now it's Messi. He's got away. And he's whipped. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Over to the left. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's tidy. Pinches it off him. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Gullit. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He won't be happy with that one. Szoboszlai. Gets a good foot in there. Messi, very much a man of this moment. That looks a cracking ball. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Kukçu, played out to the right. That's a good run he's making there. He's picked his way through. And it's Azar. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Messi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. He's having a go! Oh, it's come loose. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Gnabry. Gnabry going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Gullit. Chance! Ruud Gullit! Beyond special! What a player! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Back into the middle. And he's gone looking for safety. And that's been won straight back. And it's Messi. It's a searching pass. Gullit in acres of space out wide. And that has been knocked clear.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He's got tall. Oh, what has happened? This time, surely! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So that's two. Tries a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Szoboszlai. Gnabry.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti.
Can they
di
get him
recupero.
away? Spread neatly. Oh, what a mistake! Referee's given a throw. In by Gullit. And he's cut it out. Cucurella. And it's Kukçu. That's a good ball out wide. Gnabry.
Such good technique.
Foot in. And we've reached half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's played it back. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And a chance! Azar. Makaleli. O'Shea with the slide tackle there. Baresi.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's managed to get rid. Zico. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Gullit providing an outlet on that flank. He rises! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. So we've reached the hour mark. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. A heavy challenge. Makaleli. And it's Szoboszlai. Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Messi has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hazard. Spread it left. Vieira gets good distance on it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Gullit. Oh, that was vital. Cucurella.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Crunching tackle. Vieira looking to add to his goal. Hazard. Hazard! It's in! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Good chance here! He should have put that one away.
Batistuta really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
It's their second corner of the game. And that should get the job done.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Owen. Delivered with swing. That's a cute ball. Gullit. He has found a way through. Climbs. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That has not gone well. And he's forced to go back. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Ronaldinho. He's a sharp little ball here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Kökçü. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Gnabry shapes to shoot! Owen! Sensational! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! We thought it was over! It's all square! And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram.
Header! Caught offside that time. Vieira. Araujo. And it's Thuram. Pele. That's Figo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's definitely not his best. Rodri. Vieira. And it's Rodri. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Maldini. Neymar. He's had it taken off him. And the pass is intercepted. That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. And he's in on goal. He's onside. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot! I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That has ended up in no man's land. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Engages and forces him off the ball. No goals as yet. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Cucurella is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Rijkaard. Rodri. Pele. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against... And a chance! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Cucurella is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Thuram. Rodri. And it's Maldini. And Neymar. Pele. Gnabry. And it's De Bruyne. Decent progress down the left. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that is masterful defending. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pele! He's got away with one there. Pele. Rodri.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Neymar. Nice control. And he's managed to get free. It's Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cucurella gets it clear. And it's Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Makelele. And it's Gnabry. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gnabry. Cucurella. And this is Ronaldo. Araujo, a player who needs no introduction. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar. He's found a way through. And that's been drilled in. Oh, he's been chanced! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. And it's half-time here. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Szoboszlai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Gnabry. And they win it back again. Neymar. Szoboszlai. Hazard. And this is Ronaldo. Look at the space here. Figo. Pele. And it's Cucurella. Makelele. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vieira. That's Maldini. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Pele. Turns back here, probably the best option.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. He's shifting through the gears here. He's got full. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Rodri gathers from the goal kick. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's picked his way through. Baresi. Spread out to the left. Szoboszlai is onto this. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Has a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Makelele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's gone direct here. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Araujo. Ambitious ball here. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Botafogo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 14, numero 19, Cristiano Ronaldo. Lasciano il campo per
And
il
it's
numero
Szoboszlai.
18,
Oh, somewhat off target.
il numero 4, cambio
Well,
di
a glitch
giocatori.
with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 8. Lascia
Well, he
il
can't
campo
say
per il
now that he hasn't been
numero
warned.
22.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Played back in. Thinks about the shot. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Bayer, in the context of the game, he must save it. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Maldini. Pirlo. Maldini. And it's Pirlo. Nedved. Threads one in. Nedved. Cucurella. Makaleli.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Little doubt, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Numero 15.
He is through here. That's a good ball. And it's Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Nedved is herring after that one. And he's worked it through. Here's goes for a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Now it's Darwin. Ronaldinho. Cantona.
Ci saranno 3
Ran himself
minuti
into
di
trouble
recupero.
there, free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking. Kukçu. Ball played for Torres. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. And here's Nedved. Nedved. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Nedved gets into a good position. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
So that's it, it is all over. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Hazard. Szoboszlai. Oh, good spread. Cantona. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hazard is the key defender on that occasion. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, such a clever touch. Played in by... climbs up big! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he cuts out the supply. Gnabry is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Now it's Villa. He's played it back. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos has got himself a free kick. Great chance here from position A1.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for the occasion.
Beckham! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
That's a good run he's making there. Cannavaro goes steaming forward. Beckham. Kupchu is the team's great visionary. Strong running down that left flank. Well, that pass isn't the best. Hazard. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Gnabry. Gnabry tries making a foray down the right. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
There's the header! Goal by Leverkusen! And they get themselves in front! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. And the finish! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! A finish right from the top draw. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And here's the chance to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. This looks promising. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's picked his way through. Xavi Alonso.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Now it's Drogba. Stojkovic. Szoboszlai gets a foot in here. And this is Drogba. No way through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Villa. Beckham. There's the shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Szoboszlai. Cucurella. Lovely bit of skill. It's Azar! Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Villa. No, it's come to nothing. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Gnabry. Oh, cracking ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Roberto Carlos. Xavi Alonso does really well to win the ball there. And it's Cucurella. Stojkovic. And the pass is intercepted. Cucurella. Can he get on the end of this? Szoboszlai! Oh, that was no routine save.
Szoboszlai is offering a wry smile there.
And he's managed to get free. He's free, he has... And the shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And again they hit the front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. It's a straight red, he has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Roberto Carlos takes control of it and he's on the move. It's Roberto Carlos! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, there's a probing ball. Kukçu. And that's put paid to a promising move. Stojkovic running with the ball. He's in a great position here. Szoboszlai has a look and plays it forward. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Gnabry. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cantona. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, played right into his path. Thinks about the shot. Oh, super ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Kukçu. He's a sharp little ball here. Smoothly does it. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chance for a shot! He's scored! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. David Villa duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Bayer Leverkusen go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. And this is Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's really well manoeuvred. Beckham. Good purposeful running this. And it's Stojkovic. Stojkovic. Oh, this is a very good run. Kukçu. Kukçu puts his foot on the gas. And he's being shifted off it. Played out to the right.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, smashing header! Oh, off the bar! Oh, that is rather wayward. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Numero 8, numero 15, numero 11, numero 20, Drogba. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 22, il numero 28, il numero 27.
And that is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Bale picks it up out wide. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Azar. Xavi Alonso. That's Caceres. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well-timed, excellent interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Cucurella. Batistuta. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get it through? And they can counter here. Caceres kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Batistuta stood his ground strongly. And it's Davids. Davids going full steam ahead down the left flank. Isak! Isak finds himself offside. Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. That has not gone well. That's really well manoeuvred. Vieira. Baggio in acres of space out wide. Bayer claims it without any fuss.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? Nice interception, well timed. Bale! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bale plays it short. Could try cutting inside here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time. He's tried one! That's a half-decent try.
Vieira really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Now it's Hazard. Tries to pass it through. It's Drogba! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Hullet. Vieira. Now, can they get him away? Szoboszlai. Now that's well seen too. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Szoboszlai. And it's Baggio. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vieira. Davids. And he's quick to snatch it back.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Roberto Baggio. He's found a way past. Looking to go deep. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
This is their second corner of the game. Davids! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Isak receives it in a good position here. Makaleli. Szoboszlai. Couldn't squeeze it through. Cannavaro. Vieira. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
Ci sarà un minuto
Costa
di
Curta.
recupero.
Nagatomo cuts it out. And it's Baggio. There's the whistle for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Bale. And he was alert to it. Szoboszlai. Xavi Alonso. Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run. Back into the middle. Threads one in. That is ended up in no man's land. Pull it. Looking to play him in. He's trying to hit the front line here. Vieira proves too strong. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now that looks a decent ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nagatomo does really well to win the ball there.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
So,
Sostituzione di
time for
giocatori.
changes on
Numero
both sides,
11.
actually.
Drogba lascia il campo per il numero 20.
Stood up well to him there.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, that's fabulous. He's there and gets it away. Makaleli. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bale goes short. Pings in across. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their 4th corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Azar. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Cruyff. And this is Bale. Azar. Makaleli. Oh, nicely intercepted. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Isak. Xavi Alonso. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Cruyff.
Argentina really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Decent chance! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
He's on it, can he get away? That's very neat. Crosses it in. Cruyff. Pinches it off him. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Szoboszlai, and it's Azar. Marquinhos. In with the challenge. Xavi Alonso gets a foot in here. Azar. Batistuta.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And here's Bat, and he shoots! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
2 up and very little time left. Surely. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Elects to gets his head on it! And yes, it's there! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it.
And time is up. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game... Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter-press are very potent.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Camavinga. Xavi Alonso. And the pass is intercepted. This looks promising. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance, surely! It's loose now, and another try! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them.
Terrific header! He will be livid with himself. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that is asking for chance! There it is! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed us.
Shoots! Now who has another go? No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Madrid grab the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. He has a look up. Isco is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Isco. And that's been intercepted.
He read that.
And Van Nistelrooy! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Oh, that's a key interception. That has ended up in no man's land. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Mbappe. That pass has been well intercepted. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, they've got it again. Belling. Out to the left it goes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Almost half an hour in now. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Now it's Camavinga. Isco
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
threads one in. Carvajal. And it's Lopez. Played out to the right. And here's Lopez. Now it's Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Van Nistelrooy. And he's picked out the run. Oh, just skips past his man. Shot a goal! Yes, it's there! Into the lead once more. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Played into space out wide. Vinicius Junior proves just... Oh, shooting chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And now they can spring out of defence. Goes for a shot! He's gone direct here. Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Bellingham. It's Vinicius Junior. Pass somewhat off target. Xavi Alonso. Vinicius Junior. Tries to play it through. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now that looks a decent ball. Played out to the left flank. Vinicius Junior. Carvajal defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. There's the header! No, not the best of headers.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Isco. Rodrigo. Valverde, given the lift of his goal. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Camavinga. Xavi Alonso. Valverde with the foul. Camavinga. Xavi Alonso. Van Nistelrooy. Decent chance! Van Nistelrooy! Goal after wonderful goal! A finish right from the top draw. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
That is a great pick out. Van Nistelrooy tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
you